Hey, what's up, YouTube? Doing another video in this series of videos about starting a lawn care and landscaping business. So in this video, I wanted to talk about what is the ideal setup? What is your ideal setup? And by that I mean, do you have a dump truck? Do you have a small V6 with a small trailer to try to save on gas and kind of be nimble and mobile? Um, are you a one-man crew or, a team of two? Are you a crew of four guys? What exactly is your setup? What's your ideal landscaping business? This video is going to be kind of geared towards those people who are kind of starting a maybe small business independently or with a friend. So, you probably don't have a crew of 4 to 6 guys, most of you guys who are watching this video. So I'm going to talk about a setup for like the one-man crew that I think is really, really cool. So what the setup is, it's basically I would say half ton or 3/4 ton um, pickup truck. I'm thinking like a Chevy 1500, a Chevy 2500, a Dodge 1500 with a V8, a Toyota Tundra, if you want to shell out that kind of money. But basically, keeping your mower in the back of the truck. I've seen some people use ramps to get it up there. I've also seen some people hurt themselves and really fuck up their equipment doing that as well. So, if you do get a ramp, you might want to go with like 4 ramps or an extra wide ramp. I've also seen some setups where basically a fold down solid steel ramp, so there's no chance of like falling off or missing, one of those skinny ramps. I've seen some setups where people have, basically keep the mower in the back of the truck. Every property they get to, they back it out. It is a little bit of a steep incline, but they're able to do it without scraping the bottom. And normally, people who do this will have like two, what are those, like 60-gallon commercial grade garbage cans in the back of the truck. And if they are, personally, I prefer not to mow yards where they want it bagged. If I do have to bag, however, at least you could dump it into those cans. And then when you get to your dump site or back to your yard, you just dump those out without having to I've done it before where I throw grass in the back of the pickup bed, and it's like every time you go to dump, there's really no clean way to get everything out. You're shoveling and pitchforking everything out. It's a huge waste of time and a drain of energy. But yeah, I think that's a really nice setup. I think you're going to save on gas that way. If you're in an area where parking is difficult, I know I had a couple yards in a downtown district, and it was often hard to find a place to park the truck and trailer. So if you're working in an urban area, nice to have no trailer. Also, it's just kind of, I don't know, I'm not somebody who's had a ton of experience driving trailers. I mean, I think I've worked landscaping and been a driver for maybe 2 or 3 summers, but I'm just never comfortable riding with a trailer. I shouldn't say I'm not comfortable with it, but I mean, it's just a pain in the ass riding with a trailer. You got to, pick up is really slow. You got to plan to come to stops, drive a little bit more cautious in inclement weather and things like that, which tends to be when you're needing to rush around a little bit anyway. But I think that having a, no trailers is a huge plus. It is difficult to get that set up. If you're bagging a lot of grass, you may not have room to keep the mower in the back. So I mean, those are some downsides. Otherwise, open trailer, closed trailer. I really prefer I prefer an open trailer. It's easier to get to your equipment and things like that, but you also kind of need somewhere indoor or covered to park because your equipment's either going to get stolen or rained on, and it's just not good. The one nice thing about having an enclosed trailer is that you close it up, you get one of those thick hockey puck padlocks that are basically impossible to cut off because they only have a very short area of actual like steel loop. The rest of it is like just solid steel for the lock. Get one of those, lock up your equipment, and you're good for the night. You don't need anywhere to store your stuff. This came in handy for my business as we parked basically behind a strip mall out in the open. So it was nice being able to throw two padlocks in there and know that the equipment was safe inside. But trailer length, type of truck, etc. It's really up to you and kind of what's going to fit your situation, what's going to fit your geographic area. This past summer, I was actually working with a V6 Dodge 1500, and it was a little bit of underpowered. I mean, I could brake safely, it would drive, but it was slow taking off of lines and things like that. I don't know how well the transmission would have held up over years of that, but everything seemed to be going fine. But yeah, it's just kind of my take, guys. Just wanted to share that with you. If you are starting a lawn care business and looking for different types of setups for the back of your truck, do some searching around on Google Images. Actually, let me take you guys over there right now. Actually, you know what? Scratch that, guys. I am gonna make a follow-up video showing some different landscaping truck setups for landscapers and kind of commenting on them. So I'll get that posted in the next day or two. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you on the next video.